So before I went to Northwest, I had gone to Defiance College, and I also went to Kent State University for a couple of different majors. I came home from Kent State after an entire school year, kind of on the fence of what I wanted to do. My mom had told me about a nursing program that was at Northwest State. There was a huge article in the paper, so read it over, gave it some thought, decided to apply. Here I am.
And I graduated from Wasion High School. My mother is currently a nurse who works at St. Luke's, so that's kind of something I already had in mind that I wanted to do. And I actually met Jake at Defiance. We both started in the 121 nursing program out there, and that's just kind of how I got out there.
So yeah, there definitely, just to speak to the more girls and boys, there was definitely more girls and boys. I think it was us two and then one other guy that we started with. But I'm not gonna lie, it was a very difficult program, but definitely prepared us, at least for what we see every day in the emergency room. Or whether it was the testing, whether it was our clinical rotations, definitely prepared us thoroughly for what we see.
Yeah, definitely a lot more girls and guys. You kind of forget about that pretty quickly, though. Like Jake said, it's real difficult, and it's anything but, I guess, what you would say is girly. So yeah, no, you form some pretty tight friendships with everybody, and yeah, you get treated pretty well.
Who are some folks at Northwest State who made an impact on you while you were there?
They all did. I don't want to, make it seem like there were certain people that didn't. Few people that stick out to me: Patty Altman, Betty Hughes. Let's see who else. Every clinical instructor I had, obviously. I don't want the name slip my mind right now. But, each and every semester, every clinical instructor was vital to my learning and beyond the nursing program. I mean, you're out there for 8 hours a day. You go grab a quick bite to eat, and just even the people that are working in the kitchen, people working in the library. Just kind of lighten the mood, because those days get long, they get stressful. So just a little, mental break, some light talk. So everybody on campus as a whole kind of stick out to you.
Yeah, I can't sing on a single instructor. It's a pretty good crew out there. I don't know whether they're the top 4% in the nation or something. So it's a pretty good place to go to school, and a great crew that works with you and trains you and gets you ready for the real world.
I think it goes without saying that the content that we were taught and that we were given to learn has helped us, but more of the the intangibles, the time management, prioritization, stress management, things like that, because there's days in the ER where you could easily just crumble under the stress. So those things that they taught us, with the workloads that we were given, with the time frames we were given in which to complete the workloads, I think those help just as much as learning about specific body systems, specific skills that we were taught.
Yeah, I'm glad nursing school was difficult, because working in the ER is extremely difficult, and like Jake said, you just learn the time management, just the basics in general. I mean, you can't learn everything in your time out there, but they lay an extremely good foundation for you to be able to build off of to get out in the real world. Just makes learning just that much easier. But the ER is a pretty hectic place to work, and I felt like it prepared us pretty well.
So say you have a code come in, and instead of like people screaming at each other, things are hectic. It's very calm.
The systematic approach.
Yes, very, very calm. Everybody's within themselves, cool, calm, collected, doing what needs to be done. So it's not this frayed situation, I guess you could say.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. We're not a Band-Aid station. We make sure people are safe. I mean, there's lots of things that we can't treat in ER, but we make sure at the end of the day, you're not going to die when you walk out our doors. So we make sure people are not acutely serious. In the business of saving lives. And like he said, it's also not nearly as dramatic.
There you go.
Not nearly as dramatic as they make it seem on the TV shows.
Yeah, not nearly as dramatic. Just everybody in my life, I guess. I mean, friends. They knew that I wasn't going to be able to do things on the weekend. I would go weeks, almost months at a time without seeing my friends. My family was very supportive. They wouldn't Sometimes they wouldn't even offer, like, hey, we're doing this because they know I was studying and knew I had clinical. Obviously, everybody at Northwest State, like I said earlier, just other staff members, classmates, they all knew we were in it together. So, studying together, bouncing ideas off each other, how to study, what to study, critical things that you really want to commit to your memory. Just all around in that 2.5-year span, everybody that I interacted with played a role in some way, shape, or form.
And I guess I'll give my big shout out to at least my family, my mom and dad. Not just a financial and emotional support with that. They put up with a lot. And my mom being a nurse helped me study, helped me prepare for a lot of my tests. So she was a pretty big asset. And yeah, just classmates and everyone that stuck it out with me.